Friends, this is Celia. Welcome back to my channel, Simply Celia. I would like to thank everyone for watching my videos and for your comments and likes. I also would like to welcome my new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. This is all about cross stitching and my other crafting, and this is Flosstube number 15. This video I'm going to show you my stitching update. I have two finished projects. I have several new starts, and I also FFO some old projects that I've completed years ago. I am here in my messy craft room slash office, and it's a mess. I am going to organize my stuff here after filming this video. I am wearing a hat because my hair is also a mess. I just came from a almost more than 4 mile hike to the Maryland Heights in Harper's Ferry. It was a solo hike, but actually it's not really a solo because there was so many people hiking. So, but then I had no one with me. My hiking buddy was she's very busy this week, and hopefully I'll be able to hike with her next week. My boyfriend is also going back to he went back to his place, so I had no one to ask to hike with me. So I woke up this morning and I thought I texted my boyfriend and say I wanted to hike this morning, and he said go for it. So I did. It wasn't my first solo hike. The first one I did was in the Shenandoah National Park, going to the Great Falls. I think they're falls. This is my second one, but actually I've been in Maryland Heights Overlook 3 times already. This morning was my fourth. Okay, so I did not film any vlogging last week because I had visitors. My boyfriend and his son came over and I was so busy, but I was stitching. So let me first show you stitching update. I remember on Flosstube vlog number 14, when I spun the wheel, it picked up Ladybird, Fairy, Cherry Garden, and Watermelon Happiness. So let me show you the update, what I did during those weeks. So if I can get, I don't know, I don't remember if I took the before picture, but for Cherry Garden, this is what I have done. And if I can find a before picture, then I will put on the side. But this is what I've done. So I think I worked on this for 2 days, and I don't really remember anymore which one. Maybe the tree and this, I think, and some of the border. I'm not really sure, but yeah, this is what I have done so far for the Cherry Garden. I know I enjoyed stitching this one. I'm hoping that I will get back to stitching on this one. It's kind of large. So this is the design when it is completed. And then yeah, it's actually a large project. And this is 32 count Belfast linen that I got from Hobby Lobby, but it's still large. And I realized that I enjoyed stitching on 32 count, and I'm really going for 32 or 36 count. I want to try this 36 also, but I know that I love stitching on 32 count linen. I want to try the Jobelan. I haven't tried it, but we'll see. And next update is my Ladybird Fairy. So for this, this is when the time that my boyfriend came over with his son. There's nothing really. I put this on a scroll frame, but I had there's not much, So if I can put the before picture, but this is what I have done. I think I worked on the beads here, so I think that's what I did. That's actually what I did. So nothing, no progress, not much, but at least I've worked on her. Yeah, just this, and maybe a little bit of the wings down here. Not really sure, but I know feel so I've mentioned in my prior videos that I did not enjoy stitching on this because this is stitched on the 28 count Monaco even weave, using 3 strands of DMC over 2, and it's just not fun. My stitches are not really laying flat and it's just so messy looking, but I will not surrender. I will not put this aside, like, even though it's not a fun, that I love the design and I love Joanne Elliott's, and this is not my, I've already done many 2 or 3 of Joanne Elliott's design, but it's the materials, it's the using of 3 strands of DMC that really kills the mood. So, but I don't want to restitch it. I want to, I've already made a lot of progress in this, so I'll continue stitching a lot. And then the happiness, watermelon happiness, was actually also picked, and I've worked on that project for more than 2 days because I wanted to finish it because it is close to finishing, and so I finished it, actually completed it. So here is the watermelon happiness. It is done. It is completed. I have so many mistakes on this project, so many mistakes, but no one's going to notice it. I can't even tell which one, but yeah, a lot of mistakes. If you want this, I'm going to provide a link to this pattern, and maybe to the store where I got this pattern. So this is a kit. It's in Russia, from Russia, but you can actually, it's easy to follow the instructions. And yeah, I wish I had, yeah. So that's the color. She's cute. She's really cute. The back stitching is important, but it's not fun, as but it's okay. Complete, I'm still thinking of how to fully finish this. I'm still thinking, so I have an idea. I will share with you later. But that's my finished for the month of July. And then I've also stitched on this happy camper thing and completed it. So this is it. I've stitched on this the other day, yesterday, last night, and today. Today is actually the back stitching part while watching the Olympics. So I will remember this piece. I know that I picked this from Hobby Lobby. This is an artiste kit from Hobby Lobby, and I remember that I stitched this last year, October the 2nd. I was at the Big Meadow Lodge in the Shenandoah National Park. This is just to stitch because it was my late husband's first death anniversary. That's why I remember the date and everything. And also, this piece is very, and I completed this while watching the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. So, yeah. I actually started stitching this on the opening ceremony of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. And after that, I continued stitching until it's done, which is today. So, I have made mistakes also for this. This one is actually supposed to be a lighter gray color, but I ran out of threads. The thing I've noticed about this kit, the thread's not enough, so I had to use whatever, like the black thread, I had to pull black DMC from my other project, and also some of the stitching I had to use another thread. There's just not enough. They did not give me enough threads. So there's one supposed to be steel gray, but I ran out of it, so I used the lighter 902, but it's okay. The thing about that is just you can just, it doesn't really ruin the design. So I don't have a camper. I really wanted to have one someday, but no. It's just this design is just so colorful, and it's about Jesus. So I have no idea how to fully finish this yet. Maybe frame this, I don't know. So if you have any idea how to fully finish this, any suggestion, let me know in the comments, please. I welcome suggestions, ideas. Yep, help me decide how to fully finish this one. Doesn't matter, frame, pillow, flat fold, scrapbook page. Yeah, and that's my second finished. But let me first, there's another one that I've worked on this week that I need to show you. But where is it? Hold on. Back. Before working on the Happy Camper, I was working on one project because, for 2 days. And it is the snow geese, or yeah, this is, let me show you. This is it. I worked on this project. So this is what I have done, and help to craft it for you. This is what I've done. So I have worked on the green part. We were watching the movie Alien when I worked on this. I've seen the Alien twice already, so I was just glancing. My boyfriend said he hasn't seen it yet, so he watched it, and I watched with him, but I was busy stitching. So I've made so much progress. So I was working on the face for the second, and then what's this, work on the green ones. So as you can see, there's a lot of parts here that are not stitched. That's why this one is stitched in white, because this portion here are not stitched. You just have to stitch the outline to make it look like those keys. I wish I could have, like, stitched this on the 32 count or 36 count, even if this is 28. It would be nice. The finer excess would be nice for this, but it's okay. I've started this long time ago. I don't have information, but this is my progress. So those are the projects, the whips that I've worked on for last week and this week. And I'm sorry, I haven't picked the project that I'm going to work on next week. Maybe I'll pick it tonight. I haven't stitched anything on my last supper, so there's nothing to show for that project. Next is, I have several starts. I know, I can't help myself. I've always wanted to do something new. So my hair, I'm sorry about my hair, but yeah, first is starts. I ordered this one. I've seen this many times. This is a pretty much a well-known pattern, but I thought of participating in the Christmas in July kind of thing that's going on on Flosstube. So I wanted to stitch something Christmas, but I want to start a new one. So I bought this from Satsuma Street itself, from the Etsy shop, and this is the one that I purchased. It's the 12 Days of Christmas, and I really like it because of the colors. I really love the colors, and I've seen someone stitched and I forgot. I should start listing the names that I've seen on Flosstube, right, so that I'll mention their names. But they have, let me think, I don't know, But you know, after seeing that, I've always wanted to stitch this, but then when I watched Flosstube and then forget about it, and then I watched Flosstube and that saw that, it's like, oh, I really have to buy that pattern and start on that pattern for the 4th of July, for the 4th of July, for the Christmas in July kind of thing. So this is what I did, and this is my progress. This one is stitched on some kind of a linen that I have in stash, but I really don't know the count. I tried counting. I think it's just 28. I'm not really sure. It's a linen, but they're uneven. Even like, you know, some strands are fat, some are very thin. It's an even kind of linen. I just, you know, this is a big piece, so I just wanted to use what I have. This linen is really thick. I think this is for just for the clothes, for making clothes, not for stitching. But it's still doing well. I like stitching. It's very soft. So this is my progress. Oops. Yeah, that's how soft it is. This is my progress. The first one there. And I stitched this 2 strands over 2. So I'm not really sure how big is the project, but I just, you know, I did not start on this. I usually start at the center of the design, but this time I just measured 3 inches here, 3 inches here, and then start the first one, the first square. And I love stitching on this. The colors are so pretty, and I love stitching on this fabric too. It's just that it's unusual, you know. I think this one is for making garments kind of linen. I have several yards of this, so I might as well use it. And it's okay if it's not even, because there's nothing really, it's fine, you know. So yeah, and it's white. I love stitching on white if the colors are so bright and vibrant, and yeah, makes it pop. So this is a new start. I started this, let me see if I have a record. You don't need to know. Last week. And this is added to my rotation. So I'll fold that later. Another new start. This is because I purchased a subscription, 2-year subscription from Just Cross Stitch magazine, and then when you have subscription, you can access the prior issues of that magazine. So I went through the issues and print some stuff, and yeah, that was not a good idea, going through all those magazines, because you see something and you wanted to stitch on those, and then you wanted to start stitching. So this is one of the designs from that magazine. This is from Just Cross Stitch, December 2020, and this is the design Harvest Sampler. Fall is my favorite season, because of the colors, because of the kind of it's not hot, it's not too hot, it's not too cold. You get to wear boots, you get to wear comfortable clothing. So, and the colors of the season, I lived in West Virginia. We have 4 seasons, and my my backyard view will be like, you know, oranges and browns and stuff like that. It's my favorite. So when I saw this, it's all this sunflowers, all these blackbirds, and the pumpkins, and yeah, it's just like I wanted to stitch this one. So yeah, and which I did. And here's my, oh my god, here's my progress. It's kind of fast actually. I've stitched this for 2 days. I like it. And this one is stitched on a fiddler's cloth, 8 and count Ada, or fiddler's cloth kind of. I think it's 8 and count, and that's my progress. So let me show you. No, I just, maybe not. It's up there. Maybe I raise it like up there. See that? Give thanks. there's like, but yeah. And that's my second new start. Then my third new start is an ornament, because I have an idea. I want to stitch ornaments, so I went through all this Just Cross Stitch magazine, and there are cute ornaments, and I just can't help myself. I want to stitch them, but I don't want to. I don't want any ornaments anymore. I've stitched a lot, and there's just too much. You know, I sent some to my mother in the Philippines, but I know I've sent a lot there, and I don't really. My Christmas tree is like, you know, I also collect ornaments, not stitched ornament, just. I just don't want ornaments anymore, but I can't help myself to stitch all the cute ones. So I'm thinking that I'm going to stitch the ornaments, but I'm not going to fully finish them as ornaments. I thought of like just creating a portfolio uh of the ornaments, like create just like inspired by stitcheristas scrapbook pages, like stitching on fully finishing her stitches as a scrapbook page. So I thought about it and said, yeah, why not? All the Christmas ornaments that I'm going to stitch, I'm going to fully finish them as a scrapbook page and file them on a scrapbook album, so that if I want to look at them, they're there. I'll have fun going through, but I'm not going to make them as any kind of ornament finishing, because I just have too much, you know. So I am doing my first ornament. This is the one that I've started last week, and this one ornaments, I'm not including them in the rotation because I will consider them as a car project. So I'll the or car or travel project. So I'm taking them with me. They will be stitched while I'm in the car, an appointment, or going somewhere. And because they're small projects, so I'll stitch whenever I feel like I wanted to stitch on small projects, not part of the rotation. So this is my progress so far. It's just very small. Let me see. So this one is stitched on 18 count Ada, just remnants of my whatever project that and then I dyed this Ada myself. So that is my progress. This is called Furry Friends, designed by Lisa Lian Designs. So yeah, it's so cute. And I will just, you know, they're small, and since they are small projects, I wanted to use just regular Ada, 14 count, 18 count, because I'm not going to make them as an ornament. So it's my way of using all my Ada fabrics. Stitch them in ornaments, not too small. But yeah, 14 count and 18 count is the fabric that I'm going to use, and I've actually printed a lot more on that design, you know, the gnomes, the whatever. I've printed a lot, and they are all in one bag. And when I'm finished with the first one, I will continue working on the second ornament. So because I went through all the Just Cross Stitch ornaments prior back issues, and I printed all of it. Like, I print mostly animals in really cute designs. But yeah, that's my third start. Yep, and then my fourth one is, I'm sorry, it's just, fourth one is this. Hello Summer. So I found this online. I was just searching for Hello Summer designs, and I got that, and I purchased it from, there's no information actually, I don't know. It's an online thing. I will, if I remember it, to provide the link where I got this design. Hello Summer. And it only uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. So for this, I decided to stitch on a 28 count even weave, This is just a remnant of whatever I have. I think I attempted to dye, coffee dye, tea dye, this fabric, and it's 28 count. And I decided to stitch a 1/1 because I need this. This is, design is so huge. If it's a huge design if you use 14 count or 18 count. So I wanted it small because I have this idea in mind. So far I'm stitching the hello, and it's 1 DMC flows over 1/28 count. I bought this because of this happy watermelon happiness. See, it's like summer and thing, because I have an idea how to fully finish. Sorry, see my stuff. How to fully finish the watermelon happiness. So they are a pair. This and this are, you know, it spells summer. So this is watermelon and this watermelon. So I thought they're a pair. So I'm stitching this because I have found this from Goodwill. So this is from Goodwill, and it's wood actually. So my idea is just to remove this. I'm not going to, they're not working. Remove that, and then remove this, and then put something something that will put the washer thing on the surface, because this is my, you know, I was inspired by the house, Priscilla and the housewives cross stitch thing that they have, you know, something like this, and then put washers that can just replace the project, replace the design. So you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to spray paint this off-white. I have an off-white kind of painting, spray paint. And then make sure I put a wood here. I will find something. Cover that, and then this one too. And hammer it, probably. So there will be like a permanent wood on this. And then put washer, so that during summertime I'll finish this. I fully finished this and attached a magnet at the back, so it's summertime I can just attach it like that. Took. And then this one also, that's why I used the one thread over 1/28 count, so it will fit on this area. So this one also, when it's done, put magnet and then attach there. So, and then during the fall, I guess the one that I've started, or I'll find another design that will fit here and then here. So that's how I, you know, and then this will stay in the front area of my house, and I can just replace it. If it's Christmas, replace it. You know the idea, right? So yeah, this is something that I can replace the design, change the design every season or what, and just paint this white. So far that's my idea, and I got this from Goodwill, and this is the back. So my challenge right now is to find the wood that can fit, or at least that can fit at the back. Find wood and then attach it before spray painting this with white paint. And yeah, that's why this one has to wait. Oh, I'll probably just go ahead and fully finish this, like make a square or something. And then once this is done, then yeah, you know, but whatever. So that's my what's this, for showing you my update, new starts, finished projects. Now I wanted to show you the projects that I wanted to start next month. Another starts again. It's planning and planning and planning. I haven't kitted up, but I wanted to show the design. I want to start this. I want to start a house. And this one is Christmas Victorian house. It's designed by Natalia Leneva. So as you can see, this is from Just Cross Stitch magazine, December 2018. I really like it. It's very simple and it's easy. It looks like it's easy to stitch. It's a quick stitch. It uses the French knots. It's okay. I'm not scared of French knots. And yeah, I just want to stitch this. I may not use a white. What do you think? I think I'll use just, you know, the 32 count Belfast linen from Hobby Lobby. That's what I'm gonna use for this. You know, just I have no idea yet. Maybe not white. So have to keep this up and start that next month. Another one is a Carol. You know, Carolyn Manning. I know people are like stitching the Carolyn Manning designs. You know, I don't want to buy another pattern, but I've seen this one from Just Cross Stitch magazine, August 2019, and I have like, you know, I um want to be like everyone else cross stitching Carolyn Manning designs. But this is what I'm gonna stitch. Summer blooms of summer. It's okay if it's, you know, I'll be stitching this and include this in the rotation next month. So you can see it's very pretty. And I think I will still use the same fabric that I use. No, I'm going to use, so this one is actually a full coverage design, you know. Those whites are also stitched. There are whites, there are not, areas that are not stitched, but those white ones. So I'm going to use just a regular white Ada for this. It's easier and I like this because it's very colorful, and this is a good try to stitch the Carolyn Manning thing, quilting designs kind of. Yeah, so excited. So this will be my new start for next month. And then the third one, I'm actually waiting for the buttons for this. I am going to stitch this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pattern of the months tape for November to what's this thing? Pattern of the Month series by the Stony Creek collection. So I've got this long time ago. Let me show you one by one. February, this 12, October, November, December. Let me arrange it first. January, February, March. Okay, the first one, October 2012, Life is a Journey. Not a destination, no. Life is a Journey. That is the first one. So it needs a charm, a butterfly charm. I ordered that. November 2012, it says take time for yourself. And I really like it. And also the charm is kind of a, I don't know what that is. It's too small, I can't see. And then December 2012, enjoy the little things. And this is a button, oops, and a charm here. January 2013, listen to your dreams. And then February 2013, love with an open heart. I really like the heart there. And then March 2013, be happy today. So I am going to, I'm dropping everything. I'm going to do it like this long thing. I'm just going to stitch them on this fiddler's cloth, the 18 count fiddler's cloth. Yes, fiddler's cloth, yeah. So yep, just that. Nothing really special, you know. It's just long. And then this actually uses DMC and Wix Dye Works, but they have DMC conversion for the Wix Dye Works. I'm not going to use the Wix Dye Works, but they use the Caron. There's no replacement for that. Caron water lilies, glisten gloss, and some of the, you know, charms and stuff like that. So it's a very nice design, and that some of them are just simple and quick. I will consider each chart as finished, but we'll include this in the rotation. So I'm waiting for the buttons and the charms for this project, and also the threads, and I haven't heard from Stony Creek yet. No notification that they've shipped my orders. I ordered them last week, and no, nothing, nada, nada. I don't know what's going on with that. But I am going to start this project in the month of August. All of these three, I'm going to start during the first week of, maybe just, one project on the first week, the next one the second week, next one the third. I think I'm going to find another one for the fourth week. I think. I'm actually thinking one of this, like the size that I purchased from, printed from the Just Cross Stitch magazine. Maybe this one. Maybe. I'm not sure. Or this. Or this. I think I'm going to go for this. For the fourth week of August, start this one. Nothing really. I just want to stitch, have fun, enjoy stitching and stuff like that. But yeah. No, that's it. No, not really. That's the project I'm going to stitch next month. Now, for the last but not the least are the projects that I fully finished last night. No, yesterday. Yesterday, I just I was just thinking maybe I should fully finish my project. So I did. So yeah. First is this. This one was completed in 2015. Oh, the weather outside is frightful. So I didn't do a good job. But yeah, this is a Christmas thing. And the frame is from Goodwill. It's an old frame. And the original painting, I did not do anything with that, painting thing. It's the original. So yeah, let me, without the glare, clear. So that's my 2015 finished. This is the back. Scrapbook paper. I have to put a hardware this so I can display this on Christmas. But that's the first. And then this one was completed in, I put entire date, February 9, 2009. I think this is also like a Just Cross Stitch design, just from the Just Cross Stitch magazine, I think. I don't remember the name. It's been a long. Birds in the feather. Feeder. Birds. No idea. Birds and Feeder. So 2009, and this actually also from the Goodwill thrift store, find frame that is a wood, brown and wood and stuff that I spray painted with black. And yeah, look at those back stitching thing. So many back stitching. And I still need to put like a hardware on this one. So these are just 2 pages of scrapbook paper. This just glued them on the frame. Yep. And making sure that I put extra cardboard here so you cannot feel any gap. And yeah, birds. Oh, I didn't know the title. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long. I forgot about any information. I guess next time, if I'm going to finish the frame project, I'm going to put the information at the back. And the next one, I think this one is Shepherd's Bush. Not really sure. I completed this in 2016. No information. Other people might know where this is, but yeah. I removed the glass because of the buttons. I actually I dropped 2 small buttons this is from the button company. Just buttons company. I dropped 2 buttons and could not find them. And so this one is lacking with 2, but it's okay. It's not really, they're very small. And yeah, there's no glass. This is really nice. And this is also a thrift store find frame. It fits perfectly. It was wood. I spray painted it with black. I thought about keeping the real wood kind of thing because it matches the colors here, but it's just not. It's too old-fashioned looking. So I think spray painting it with black, it will make, like, make it like a little bit modern. So I'll go with black frames from now on. So yeah, and I did not put. I thought about adding like batting on this to make it like a little bit, but I changed my mind. I did the lacing, and just like that, use just the matting board, not the foam core. And yeah, up close. And now that I've noticed, I used like a white thread to sew the buttons. It's showing, it's not really. Should have used something else, but it's okay. Yeah, it's just so, it's okay. It's okay! All this white, you notice that? That is really, I've just noticed it right now. Yeah, I should use like a different color, or maybe at least gray, tan, but that's fine. I really love it. So this is the back. I use the green scrapbook paper. I still have to put the hardware here. Because I removed the hardware from this one. And then last, this one I'm not really sure. Is this Bent Creek or uh, I don't know who's the designer. It's completed in 2014. Sorry guys, I have no idea. Leslie Kate or something. Um, that's it. No other information. See, I've completed this a long time ago. I have no records. I probably have, but I have to dig up. I don't want to do that. So it's kind of not even. I did the lacing, but I think I pulled too much here and just never noticed it. And then right now I've noticed that it's kind of, this one's a little bit lower than this side. Who cares? But yeah, this is also a wooden frame that I got from a thrift store that I spray painted with black because let's go for black. It makes it more modern looking than the wood kind of. So let's go for black. And this is the back. It's so, yep. And yeah, I just glued them on the side. And that will protect the project from the dust and stuff. So that's it. These are my finishes. Maybe I'll take. I can't breathe. I can't, I really like it with the black thing going on. With the black thing going on, I like it. Oops. That's my fully finishes project, guys. So I think that's all I have for you. I'm also doing the I know on prior videos I showed you my diamond paintings, and I'm doing another diamond paintings that's going on. So this is really not a good job. Peeled off, but it's okay. So yeah, that's all for this week, and I'll be picking the projects I'm going to work next week and clean up this mess, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and for liking my video. I know that's all, guys. Happy stitching. Bye.